Okay, this is Chad Kimball with the SEO Cash Club, and I am here doing a series of fundamentals videos on basic SEO principles. And the question we're going to answer in this video is, how do you place a backlink? And one of the members had actually asked, show me exactly how do you place a backlink. And again, this is a question similar to if you watch the bookmarking video. It's a similar question where I don't recommend that you do backlink building exactly like I'm going to do in this video, because I'm doing it manually, and this is probably the slowest way that you could possibly place a backlink. But if you really want to understand what you're doing when you place a backlink, this is the video you're going to have to watch. Okay, so basically what a backlink is text on a web page that when you click on it, it links to another site. And in the SEO Cash Club, we have a lot of tools that create links to your site in an automated way. But this is the manual way, just to give you the background of how it actually looks. And in order to really understand how to place a backlink, you really need to look at the source code of the page. And if you don't understand HTML, stick with me here. Don't roll your eyes. Just stay with me here. This will all make sense. So we're looking at the underlying code that creates this page, and what what we have here is anything that says href means that that is a link to another site, or it could be a link to the same site. You can actually link to your own site as well, but it's a link to another page on the internet inside the text of your page. You can see down here these hrefs are all over the place because these links are everywhere. These links are all over my site. And the way that you place a backlink is, the most fundamental level is, you need to be able to access the code of that page. Okay, so here I am in a code editor, and you can use Notepad for this if you want. You can use Dreamweaver for this. A code editor like Dreamweaver or something like that lets you actually edit code. Sometimes these are nice because they'll do some color coding for you and stuff like that to make it easier to see the code. But basically, in order to place a backlink, you need this basic building block right here. Ahref equals, then quotation marks, and then your closing tag /a, and this is the basic building block of a hyperlink. Now, what goes between the quotes here is the actual address of the page you're linking to. Okay, and I just invented that. It has to include HTTP. It has to include ://. Okay, it doesn't necessarily have to include www. Both will work, but it has to include the HTTP : //. So that's in between those quotes are where you put the actual address of the link of the page you are linking to. Then between these two brackets, this is where you put the text that becomes the anchor text. Okay, so in between those two brackets, this is the text that's going to actually be underlined blue, and this is the address of the page that you're linking to. And that's really the most basic level of link building right there. And I can show you actually what this will look like if I do it. I'll give you a preview of the page, and this is actually a little page that I set up for my kids, so we've got a lot of stuff in here. But you can see right here, there is my link that I just created, blue underline text /anchor text. And you can see if I scroll over it, that it goes to the page that I put in there, pageyouarelinking2.com, which actually doesn't exist. It was just for the example of this video. That's how you create a link. Now, the nice thing is, if you're using WordPress, or if you're using a forum, or using anything like that, A lot of times they give you tools to help you build these backlinks so you don't have to do it on a code level. For instance, here I am logged into my WordPress, and if I go and I look at these posts and I edit a post, this is just for example, I'm not going to save this, but I can actually, and I don't want to be in HTML, I want to be in the visual mode, okay? And what I can actually do here is using these tools, I can create a link like this. Okay, so I just typed that text, and then I can highlight the text like that, and then I click on this little chain, and there is the scroll over, directions there, insert, edit, link, and I can click that, and then this is going to let me tell it what page I want to link to. Page I want to link to.com. It has to have the http:// and it has to have .com. But the nice thing is, when I click add link, it'll do it for me, all the code, and I'll have to type that code in. Forums have this. Other blogs, not WordPress, but other type blogs have it too. All types of different content management systems, we call them, that help you to create content on the internet. Blogger, Typepad, all these type of tools will let you create a link like this. So very rarely are you going to have to actually type in the code to create a link, like I showed you there. In the beginning of this video, I showed you how to create it in the code. You're very rarely going to have to do that. A lot of times, all you have to do is look for this button that says insert link, and that's that little button right there is going to show you, is going to create the code for you. So that's really what I would look for. Even in a forum, you're going to have this. And then it'll be a lot easier to create a backlink that way. But again, if you go into the bots section, we have bots that are going to do all this for you in an automated way so that you don't have to go out there and create pages from scratch by code and then typing in the code on each page and typing in the link in the code on each page. You can just use tools, and especially the automated tools that we have here, to create those links. And then Google sees those links and counts each link like that as a vote to your site to increase your positioning in the search engines.